Hi, dear viewers. A very warm welcome to another session of Learning Excel with experts at EduLite in partnership with Let's Master. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's session. This is our lesson number 7 in the series Yellow Belt for Beginners. And today we are going to talk about formatting cell contents. We will talk about how to change the format of cell contents. We will learn about changing the data type, font, style, color, appearance, border, fill, etc. This is going to be a practical session, and we will straightway go to Excel and learn these things. So here I have an Excel file with some pre-populated data. Here you can see we have got numbers. So till the time the numbers are in 3-digit, 4-digit, or 5-digit, it is easier for us to identify and tell that like whether the number which we are just looking at is 11,111, or if say for this we can say 111. But when we look at the bigger numbers, then we find it a little bit difficult to identify the place values of the number if there are no commas or separators. So in order to add commas or separators, what we need to do is we will select the data set in which we need to enter or add separators or comma, and you will find the comma in the home menu of Excel. And here you can see one icon which is in the shape of a comma, and when you will bring the pointer of the mouse, here it will say comma style. As soon as you will click on this, the system will insert commas at the appropriate places and will also add a suffix, or will add the decimal places after the number. If you want to reduce the numbers after decimal place, you can click on the icon named as decrease decimal, and this is again available in the home menu. So as soon as we will click on this, the number of digits after decimal will disappear. Now here we have got numbers, but we are not sure whether this is just a number or this represents an amount. So if you want to clearly highlight that the number or the data in that particular cell is an amount, you can select the data set which you want to convert to amount and just click on this $sign. This is accounting number format. And as soon as you will click on this, the system will add a suffix of $sign, and it will also add separators followed by 2 digits of decimal place. Again, if you want to remove the decimal places, you can click on the icon decrease decimal, and the decimal place number of digits after decimal place will be gone. Now, here you can see we have entered some numbers in decimal places like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, so on and so forth. So if you want to change the numbers to percentage, select the number and click on the percentage sign. Here, remember one thing. In Excel, when we are writing 1, Excel understands is as 100. So in order to make sure that the numbers are entered correctly to get them converted to percentage, we must enter it as a decimal place. So 1 is equals to 100%. And if you want to enter 25%, so if we will simply write 25, then what will happen? Let's see. Let's select this and click on percentage sign. So this has become 2,500%. So what we need to do is we will enter 25 as 0.25. And now when we will select this data point and click on percentage symbol, it will get converted to 25%. So be very careful about this. Now you have numbers, and if you want to add decimal places to it, here we have got an option called increase decimal. So click on this, and with each click, the number of digits after decimal will keep on increasing. And if you want to reduce, use the reduce decimal icon to reduce the number of digits after decimal place. In our session 2, we have already discussed in detail about how to change the font, how to change the font color, how to change the font size, and how to do the fill color. If you want to bold or italicize or underline, you can use these options. So if you want to understand that in detail, you can refer to our session number 2. You will find the link in description. So this is about some of the data sets. Now we talk about changing the borders. So if you want to change the border, select the cells for which you want to change the border. And from here, you can select the different types of border. So bottom line, if you we will select this option, then the border will only appear at the bottom of the cell. If you select the top border, then you can see here we have got border only on the top of the cell. If you select all border, the entire cell will have border on all the 4 sides. Like you can see here, we have got cell. If you want to change the border color, go to the line color and choose whichever color you want. So say for example, we took this and we have applied the border. If you want to change the line style, you can go to the line style and you can change the style of the line also. So if you want to have thick line, you can choose the thick line, or if you want to change the line of some other style, you can change the style of the line also. So this is how you can change the border of the cells. Remember, if you will select multiple cells, and here we have selected multiple cells and we are selecting, say for example, thick border. So what will happen is Excel will consider all these cells as one cell and will put border on the entire selection area as one. But if you want to put the borders on the individual cells, then you will have to select the individual cells. You can do it by doing the multiple selection also by pressing the control key. So here I have pressed the control key and now I am here I have pressed the control key and now I am selecting these different cells. So now if I click on this, you can see here the system has identified each cell as different and has put border on all the sides. Now let me show you something else. Let's change the line color, and now we are doing multiple selections. So for example, I have selected this cell, I have selected this cell, this. So I have done a random selection of cells. And now if I am applying border, so the same border has been applied on the random selections that I have done. So this is how you can add borders. Now, the last thing that we are going to discuss in today's session is, this is a tabular data. And if you want to change the way it has been presented, you have two options. Either you can use these individual options to give the desired look and feel to your table. So here we can use these individual functions or options available in Excel to give the desired shape to our table. Or the other option is select the entire table, go to format table as, and as soon as you will click on this option, format as table, you will see many predefined formats of Excel, and whichever you want, you can select it and apply that. And as soon as you will apply that, your data will be presented in the same format how it is appearing here. So these are some of the ways of changing the data types and formatting the tabular data in Excel. Want to be an Excel ninja? The easiest way is to learn the Excel shortcut keys. And the two Excel shortcut keys that we are going to discuss today is, one is to open the format cell dialog box. To open the format cell dialog box, you need to press Control and 1. So now let's first select the data set on which we want to do the formatting, and we will press Control and 1. So our format cell dialog box is opened, and here we can change the way how we want to format our data in that particular cell. So number, currency, accounting, date, time, percentage, whatever form, whatever way, in whatever way you want to present your data, you can select the correct data type from here. Then if we talk about alignment, we can change the alignment from here. So see, the alignment of the numbers has changed. Again, Control 1. You can change the font. Here you will see the preview. If you want to italicize it, bold it, bold italics. If you want to use a strike through, superscript, subscript. If you want to change the font color. If you want to change the font size. Again, if you want to add borders, what type of border you want. If you want to change the color, first select the color, select the line type, and then select the border type. Let's see. Yes, it has changed for us. Control 1, again to open the dialog box, fill whatever color you want to fill. Sorry, first we need to make the selection and then fill. So whatever color you want to fill in the cell, you can click that color and click on OK. Here, the last option available is protection. So this is something we will discuss in our subsequent session. So that's pretty much from our side. And to close the dialog box, the shortcut key that you need to use is Escape. So Control +1, the dialog box has appeared. You make whatever changes you want, and either you can click OK, or if you don't want to make any changes, simply press Escape key and the dialog box will go away. So the advantage of using dialog box is you get all the options at one place and you can make the changes. And as you will make the changes, the system will also show you a preview that how your data and the cell will look like after all these changes are applied to that particular cell. So thank you very much for joining us in this another session. And if you have any comments or if you have any queries, feel free to write to us on service@edulite.com or connect to letsmaster@gmail.com. Till we meet next, Thank you very much and happy learning.